How's it going, everybody? I got me on 7 here from the Marshmallow fan club. You know what it is. Today we have another deck profile for you guys with some replays to show you how to rock the deck. Yeah, I'll just jump right into it. I chose to call this deck the Shallow Golem deck. It is a burn deck, and let's just jump right into it. So our boss monster is Lava Golem. We're playing 2 of him. You get to basically use him as a kaiju, tribute 2 of your opponent's monsters, and give them Golem. It'll burn them for 1000 at the standby. So that's pretty straightforward. I'm going to actually skip to the Shallow Grave over here and talk about that aspect of the deck. So basically, sometimes your opponent's going to try to play around Lava Golem, and this allows us to force them to have a second monster so that we can consistently summon Golem even when they try to play around it. Additionally, one of the things that's not so good about Lava Golem is that when you summon him, basically you're not allowed to normal summon or set. So that oftentimes leaves you defenseless, which sucks, giving them a 3000 attack monster while you're defenseless. So the Shallow Grave basically lets us set a monster while we basically get material for our Golem summon. So it's kind of 2 birds with 1 stone over there. So let's talk about the monsters we're going to set with the Shallow Grave. The first one is Gyroid. This is a stall card. You basically have to destroy it twice by battle unless you're using something like DD Warrior Lady because she doesn't destroy. But typically you're going to stall with it. It requires 2 attacks to get rid of. Pretty straightforward. So, you basically you set him with the Shallow Grave, and then even if they take Golem and summon a monster, you're still alive for 1 turn, and Golem will probably burn at least 2000 the turn you summon him and the turn after Gyroid, plus you might draw into one of your traps, so really good card. Next up, we got Blastsphere. This is another burn card, and it only really works well when it's set, so it has perfect synergy with the Shallow Grave. This one before damage calculation, so it actually plays around Ancient Gears, it plays around DD Warrior Lady. It'll equip to the monster that attacked it, and then on the opponent's standby phase, if it's still equipped, it'll burn them for the attack of the equipped monster and also get rid of the monster. So that's kind of cool. And again, it only works when it's set, so the Shallow Grave and Blastsphere kind of work really well together. Then we have Amazoness Swordswoman. I'm honestly still iffy about her. So she works well with Golem. If you have her on the field and you tribute Golem in defense position, you could use her to attack into the defense position Golem, and your opponent will take the damage instead of you per her effect. And then also things like Wall of Disruption is really common. So if you attack with her and you get over the monster you intended to get over, great. If they like Wall of D you, they're taking the burn. So like it's oftentimes a pretty good card. This one does not work well when it's set unless they inflict piercing, which is rarely the case, but it is a really good burn card that has some synergy with Golem. So for now she's in here. Let's move on to the spells and traps. So 1 Zoma, a burn deck, not going to talk about it, really obvious. 2 Nightmare Wheel, same thing. There's a lot of decks in the format like Cyber Darks and Raging Cats that attack directly, so Nightmare Wheel really helps with those matchups, and it just burns in general for other matchups, so that's great. The Shallow Grave we already spoke about. It's so that you're not defenseless when you summon Golem, and it's to ensure that you can consistently summon Golem. Wall of D, this is for decks like Raging Cats, basically other decks that go wide, magnets, things like that, Cyber Angels. So basically, like oftentimes you're not going to want a Wall of D, right? Because they'll be taking the burn from Amazoness Swordswoman, or it won't really be changing much if they attack into a Blastsphere, since it's before damage calculation. But I find that its permanent effect is good enough to play at 2, so that's kind of why it's in there. And then we're playing 2 Waboku. Again, really good card. You take no battle damage the turn it's activated. Sometimes you're going to have to like blindly Golem them, and that Waboku is going to stall for the 1 turn that you need to stall. basically. So that's kind of the build right now, and that's the reasoning behind the cards. The skill is digging for gold. It's just a +1 if you have a graveyard set up. So basically you banish 3 cards from grave and draw a card. It can only be used once. Once we have material for the shallow grave, everything else in the graveyard is pretty irrelevant, so I think it kind of gets the job done. You could try this with Twisted Personality, other skills, but this is my skill of choice at the moment. Anywho, onto the extra, the side deck. Sorry, let's get the side deck first. We're playing 2 Book of Moon. So we're not playing any limit 3 cards. There's a lot of Nightmare Wheels kind of in the format. So if we're playing a burn deck, or I don't know, some other matchup where you think this is important, Book of Moon could be nice. Also, there's a lot of like direct attacking decks. So for example, if we're playing Raging Cats, you could probably side out the Blast Sphere, put in some books. That'll help out. With the Raging Cat matchup in mind, we also are playing 1 Possessed Dark Soul, so it's just a spicy tech against them. You tribute it, you take control of all level 3 or lower monsters. They are pretty much all going to be level 3, so that's kind of one way to like debilitate them pretty easily. Then yeah, let's talk about Straight Flush. I bumped this down to 1 in a lot of my decks. I find that more experienced players are starting to play around it quite well. But there are some matchups, for example, like the Crystal Beast matchup and just other stall matchups where they'll just always have 3, or they'll have 2 set and then they'll activate a card, so you can chain this to the activation when all the kind of slots in the back row are filled up. So it's not like typically dead, and it does do really well against some decks, but I find that having it at 2 often leads to it being dead, and having dead cards sucks. So it's at 1. It's good for certain matchups that are seeing some representation, but I think 1 copy is enough. And then we have 2 Waking. This is for matchups where you know they're going to try to pop your back row. You're going to see one of them in the replay. So yeah, pretty straightforward. It's just for those matchups. And then real quick, the extra deck. It's just a big body with piercing. We're playing it at 1. Dragoon sometimes comes in handy with burn. Cyberblader, again, if you want to use one of her 3 effects in the right circumstances, that's nice. Thousand Eyes Restrict helps you stall, which is cool. Ojama King, if it happens turn 1, you know, get rid of all their monster zones, that's pretty cool. And then Arcana Knight Joker, I'm not really sure why it's in here, because Moth and stuff like that is no longer relevant, but I guess if you're doing like Relinquished or certain other matchups, it could come in handy, so it's in here at 1. Anyways, that's pretty much the deck profile, and let's show you how to pilot the deck now.
I took a risk down the Brazilian's water. Watching my watch, then you watching the quarter. Get rich and never go broke, that's 100. Get rich and never go broke, that's 100. Bought a street sweeper, then clean up the street. Cool like a cruise, your new shoes on the feet. Boy, what's your tone when you talking to me? Now that Daytona like Miami Heat. Made me in for the end of the week. Close to me, you right up the fleet. I make a killing, I rap on the beat. On my cartel repeated, massaging the seats. All of the hating that made me a beast. Be with the ladies, no top on the V. This was torn, maybe it cost a cool quarter. Get rich and don't go broke, and that is an order. Might need me a speedball, I got all this water. Might take me a free go, I go cross the border. She get with a D throwing one on the swallow. My niggas is lethal and we all immortal. Might go back to Polo and run all these horses. I spent 50,000 on all white Air Forces. I made like 5 million, that's just on endorsement. No way, I'ma stop this recording. I'm highly sedated and floating like Jordan. These checks that it clear, ain't no way to avoid it. My jeans about feel, but this drip worth a fortune. No nigga I fear, I ain't go for extortion. Hop on the lead at the club, what I bought it. Blood, sweat, and tears, I work at my hardest. Diamond shaped pants, my necklace retarded. Catch too many stairs, you become a target. I'm still out they care, don't wanna be hard. Big stepping on stairs, it leak like a faucet. At least a whole M inside of my closet. We ballin' up gym, they must thought I lost it. Bought a street sweeper, then clean up the street. Cool like a cruise, your new shoes on the feet. Boy, what's your tone when you talking to me? Got a Daytona like Miami Heat. Made me an M for the end of the week. Close to me and you red up the fleet. I make a kill and I rap on the beat. My content repeated, massaging the seats. All of the hating that made me a beast. We with the ladies, no top on the beat. This two-tone, maybe it cost a cool quarter. Get rich and don't go broke and that as an order. Might need me a speedball, I got all this water. Might take me a free go, I go cross the border. She get with a D throwing one on the swatter. My niggas is lethal and we all in more. Some more drugs, now that I'm up, now that I'm stuck. Ain't I'm on love, carrots in my ear, but I cut up all the trash. I had to cook the dough up on a Sunday. Sold it so quick, had to re up on Monday. Yeah, scrabble that Uzi, got money on money. High price pussy, you can keep the receipt. Ran up an ill, now I'm going for a ran up. On the street, sweep on, sweep in the streets. Chrome heart skinnies, but the pockets on beats. Charge 1 M, cause the talk ain't cheap. Cocaine white, cause my wrist on fleek. The road that Daytona got Miami. All of that easy, it made me a beast. Look at my Audemars dripping in water. Get richer and richer, yeah, that is an order. Hit it one time, they gon' Google your name. Numbers on Cardis and chrome heart frames. Dash in the coupe, about to buy me a plane. Call up, bitch, got a rock on my shoulder. Tie my shoes, bitch, live to my feet. Found him, came with an umbrella and 2 keys. Drinking on all, made the pill increase. Got NBA money, them MVP. Bought a street sweeper, then cleaned up the street. Cool like a cruise, new shoes on the feet. Boy, your tone when you talking to me. Got a Daytona like Miami Heat. Made me an M for the end of the week. Close to me and you red up the fleet. I make a kill and I rap on the beat. On my content repeated, massaging the seats. All of the hating that made me a beast. We with the ladies, no top on the V. This two-tone, maybe it cost a cool quarter. Get rich and don't go broke and that as an order. Might need me a speedball, I got all this water. Might take me a free go, I go cross the border. She get with a D throwing one on the swatter. My niggas is lethal and we all in water.
You can miss me with that fake shit. How you writing statements. I'ma change the world, little nigga, I'm not basic. Money in my hand, spend it all, then I'll replace it. She know I'm the man, why she in here getting naked? My gang in the building, we came up from dirty basements. Nigga tried to beef with us, we left him in the pavement. Take a puff and all my feelings go away, I'm painless. Ops want me dead, we gon' hit him with the stainless. Off a Addy pill, I'ma fuck her till she brainless. House up in the hills, all of my neighbors are famous. Foreigns in the front, you would think a nigga racing. Crack another blunt, now I'm higher than a spaceship. I ain't going out bad, I'm destined for greatness. Thought you was my mans, now I see you on some lame shit. Not part of the plan, always knew that you were hating. Smoke a ton of grams, I'm in love with being faded. Stand on top of everything I do, yes I believe. I set the bar higher, I be working to achieve. It's not too many people out here doing it like me. My town behind my back, I got these kids chasing. You can miss me with that fake shit. How you writing statements. I'ma change the world, little nigga, I'm not basic. Money in my hand, spend it all, then I'll replace it. She know I'm the man, why she in here getting naked? My gang in the building, we came up from dirty basements. Nigga tried to beef with us, we left him in the pavement. Take a puff and all my feelings go away, I'm painless. Ops want me dead, we gon' hit him with the stainless. Where you at and where you been? The money changing on your friends, now you caving in. Hard to say no like it hurts, they can't comprehend. Feel like I've been through the worst and they don't understand. Know they want me in the ground with the dirt and sand, but it's not happening. I know you niggas capping when it comes down to this rapping. My whole life been a savage, never been the one for acting. Out in Cali, Calabasas, eating sushi with a bad bitch. Run my money up, now I'm living way better. This exclusive drip, step, I can wear in any weather. Fly like a bird while they tryna pluck my feathers. A band on my shoes and 3,000. You can miss me with that fake shit. How you robo writing statements? I'ma change the world, little nigga, I'm not basic. Money in my hand, spend it all, then I'll replace it. She know I'm the man, why she in here getting naked? My gang in the building, we came up from dirty basements. Nigga tried to beef with us, we left him in the pavement. Take a puff and all my feelings go away, I'm painless. Ops want me dead, we gon' hit him with the stainless.
Hey, hey, yeah, hey, I sit the lean in the car. My shooter rock out like guitars. Take his girl and I'm breaking her heart. Me and Game, we be shining like stars. Smoking dope, I don't fuck with the bars. I think I landed on Mars. They be hating cause we live in large. Ay, I sit the lean in the car. My shooter rock out like guitars. Take his girl and I'm breaking her heart. Me and Game, we be shining like stars. Smoking dope, I don't fuck with the bars. I think I landed on Mars. They be hating cause we live in large. Ay, why you hating on me? It is so easy to see. Showing signs of jealousy. And I know it's not meant to be. Cause you turned to a memory. And you said you was down to ride. But now you're my enemy. Getting money, I'm gone on the chase. Fuck a hoe, I be stacking my cake. I'm no hero, they gave me the cake. First place when I finished the race. In the room and she giving me face. When I know she gon' give me my space. You a lame so you cannot relate. Hitting licks, had to hop from the Jakes. Crack the code, then I open the safe. Get my money, then go out the way. Charged up, I felt like AAA. Think she loyal, I'm fucking your bae. Let them talk, I don't care what they say. Niggas pussy be riding my wave. Ain't my nigga, then get off the stage. Kick that boy in this shit, Johnny Cage. Pom ass nigga. Oh, Uncle Tom ass niggas. Boy, I don't wanna take a picture. Oh, these niggas talking all on Twitter. Talking about pulling up with hitters. You a goofy, just look at your image. I'm in the game like a scrimmage. Stack it up, I can't let it diminish. Ay, I sit the lean in the car. My shooter rock out like guitars. Take his girl and I'm breaking her heart. Me and Game, we be shining like stars. Smoking dope, I don't fuck with the bars. I think I landed on Mars. They be hating cause we live in large. Ay, why you hating on me? It is so easy to see. Show signs of jealousy. And I know it's not meant to be. Cause you turned to a memory.